Hello everyone, my name's Ibby, welcome to the channel, and today I am at London Euston Station. The time right now is 4:11, and today we are going to be taking the Avanti West Coast service to Birmingham New Street via Watford Junction, and I will be telling all of you guys how to learn and memorise it. So then, if you want to play it realistically, you know what to do. First of all, what we are going to need to do is get in the cab, so let's do that quickly. Open the door here, and then get in the front cab. We go close that, open this door, and now this is where I'm going to tell you guys what to do. First of all, put the TPWS temporary isolation to normal, close the AWS fuse, and then unisolate all the safety systems, which is Vigilance, DSD and AWS. There we go. Sit in the cab, insert the master key, set the exterior lights to night running, set the cab lights to number 2, and set the reverser into forwards. Cancel all these noises by pressing B if you are on Xbox. Open the left hand doors as well, and then wait for all the noises to come back again, press B. Set the DRA, and we don't really need to do anything else for the time being. So what I'm going to tell you guys now is pretty much the entire Pendolino cab. So starting off on the left hand side, you have your lights set up thin, which just shows you what the train will look like outside, but just inside the cab you have the emergency stop button, which you don't really need to use. You have the speed set button, which we will use. We have the D-pad. I like to call it the D-pads, but you know, it isn't called that. It's just some information display thing. You don't need to use that. Here you have the reverser along with the master key and the brake and power handle. So once again, set the reverser into neutral, otherwise you'll hear the vigilance keep on going off, and you don't want to hear that. So onto the brake area, you have the emergency brake area, and you have 6 steps of braking power and 4 steps of power. You have the doors, you have the lights as well. You can set this to dim or bright, keep it on dim. You have the temporary tilt stuff along with the TASS. Now the TASS is basically something that supervises your speed when at EPS. So EPS is for tilting trains or advanced passenger trains that can go up to 125 miles per hour. And when it says EPS 100 or something like that, that means that we will have our speeds supervised, and then if we speed, it will slow it down for us. As you can see, the signal is now green, so reset the DRA by pulling that back. You have the AWS button, the brake cylinder pipes, along with the windscreen wipers, pantograph select, GSMR, cab air condition, which we will set to heat and up to 23 degrees. Just keep it on vent because the game does not let you do it. And here you also have the horn and the passenger stuff that you don't really need to use. So we are set to depart here at 16:16. I'll tell you guys when to close the doors, and this will hopefully be a nice and fun smooth ride up to Milton Keynes Central. So in reality we would have a guard, so I will tell you guys how to use the buzzer. As you can see, the buzzer is there, the signal bell. So I'm going to take you guys through a realistic procedure. By right now the guard will have closed the doors, so let's close the doors now. And the doors should be closing now, and they are now fully locked. And then the guard would close his local door, so let's wait for him to close his local door, and then we would wait for him to press the buzzer, which would sound like this. So that's what he does, and then we do it back to him the same way. Right, set reverse into forwards, and now we can depart London Euston, put the power handle into step 2. I think that is step 3, but it doesn't really matter. Either 2 or 3, it doesn't matter. The speed limit departing London Euston is 20 miles per hour. Or 25, depends which platform you're on. Just to double check, in case you forget, it is 25 miles per hour. Because we are on platform 2. As you can see, the 25 mile per hour sign is there. Venturing into the night now. Don't get scared, it is always quite fun. I've done it many times before. Head up to 25 mile per hour. An Aventura coming in, that's quite cool. 5-car Aventura. So as you guys can see, you can barely see anything, so that is why I'm helping you guys out with this route learning one. Put it into brake step 1, as we do have a downhill section here. So we can safely head up to 30 miles per hour there. Once we get to here. And then it would be about 40 to 50 miles per hour next. Seems like we have a double yellow, not anymore. Right, let's safely head up to 40 miles per hour now. As you can see, the acceleration with the Pentolino is very slow, so you have to be quite patient with it. And then 50 miles per hour. As we pass Camden carriage siding, where in real life some 350s and 730s are kept there. So safely head up to 50 miles per hour now. 50, 5-0. Green signal. Power handle into off now. Put it into brake step 1, just oversped there a tiny bit. Seems like we have a 350 as well, entering London Euston. Now here's where the frames get very low. It'll be way more consistent when departing out of the Euston area. And then green signal. And then in the tunnel we will go. Oh, a branded 350, let's go. Heading into the tunnel. Once you immediately see the green signal, it will be safe to accelerate up to 55 miles per hour. So, about right now, as you can see. The next speed limit will be 80 miles per hour. Seems like they did update the headlights though, because I still remember back in TSW 5 it was quite bad for headlights with their brightness. And 80 miles per hour is there, passing this green signal. And this part there where you can see that bend in the pantograph area, head up to 80 miles per hour safely. Next speed limit should be 100 or 105 miles per hour. Just look at the beautiful pink sky. It's lovely, isn't it? So as you can see there, we passed the EPS speed limit sign up to 100. So keep it going, keep the Pendolino pushing. And there you can see it says 100 again. There goes a London Underground service to Elephant and Castle. So, we have now heard the vigilance. That means it will play every 1 minute. So, keep your hand on that B button if you are on Xbox. Next speed limit will be 105 miles per hour. And as you can see, the speed supervised light is on. That is because we have our own speed limit, which is EPS. So if we speed a bit, it will slow it down for us automatically. Into off and 105 now, so after the signal, head up. Right there, head up to 105. 120 is the next speed limit. So you can go up to 120 now. 125 comes just before Wembley Central. As you can see, the Wembley Stadium lights are lit. So when at speed, the vigilance does do it at every 1 minute. Passing Wembley Depot now. So at 120 miles per hour, power handle into off. Wait until we just before arriving to Wembley, and there it is, the sign, head up to 125 miles per hour now. Passing Wembley Central. There comes an adventure. Passing South Kenton Station now, which is an island platform just for the Overground and Bakerloo line. So now I'm going to set the speed, so I'm going to use the speed set button. Oops, I missed it there. Let's see, are we speeding? Nope. It only works if you are in a power, like from power step 1 to 4. If you have it on the off one, then it won't work. So make sure you have it within 1 to 4 ranges in the power handle, otherwise it will not work. Passing Harrow and Wealdstone now, where the London Underground Bakerloo line services terminates. So now it's just island platforms until we reach Bushey, and we will have to slow down to 110 miles per hour. A shed with empty FKA wagons. So when passing a free archway bridge, you should be able to slow down, put it onto brake step 1, and go down to 110 miles per hour. Our speed will not be supervised, so you will have to keep the speed manually. Here we go, passing the free archway bridge now into off and brake step 1. Slow it down to 110 miles per hour. Departing out of Watford Junction, we will go back up to 115, then 125. Go slowing it down to 110, approaching Bushy, and that is where we will slow down for the approach into Watford Junction. As you can see, the speed supervised light is not on, so our speed will not be supervised. So at Bushy Station, put it into brake step 1 and slow it down for the approach into Watford Junction. So when tilting left here, I like to put it into brake step 2. And we are going to have to use the horn for construction workers just outside of the platform at Watford Junction. So now put it into brake step 3. Keep it nice and steady, nice and smooth. If that isn't enough for you, then you can put it into brake step 4. So now you should use your horn. So put it into brake step 1 now, as we are fully approaching Watford Junction. And there are the construction workers. And we stop at the 9 to 12 car marker at Watford Junction, which is right at the end. As you can see, it's after the 6 to 8 marker, sorry. So here is the 9 to 12 marker. Just slow it down a bit more, and then job done. Reverse it into neutral as well, and you can open the doors, and we can wait until 16:31 to close the doors. So yeah, job done. Busy Watford Junction as per usual. A lot of passengers hopping off. Oh, we also have a 350 here. That was the 350 that we passed at Bushy. That was departing there. Service to Milton Keynes Central. So, once again, close the doors at 16:30. So close it now. Wait for the guard to close his local door. And then he would press the buzzer like this again. Let's do it again for him. Reverse it into forwards. Power handle into off. And power handle 2. The next speed limit will be 115. Oh yeah, another 350 approaching in as well, bound for London Euston. Seems like it will be a race though with the 350 as well, so that will be cool. So put it into power handle 3. And there it goes. We will pass it when approaching Kinslanley station, which we do not stop at. The only stop that we will call at is Milton Keynes Central in this game. So yeah, there it goes. And we will see it again out of the tunnel. Remember, speed limit is currently 110 miles per hour. Approaching the tunnel, it will be 115. Then approaching Kinslanley, 125. And then I'll let you guys know what to do from there. So head up to 115 now. Here comes a Pendolino. We should be able to see the 350, and we can now head up to 125 miles per hour. So there's the 350 slowing down for Kinslanley station. So yeah, just head up to 125 miles per hour. Does take quite a while. As we now pass Hemel Hampsteads, we will have the AWS scream at us, but all you need to do is press the AWS reset button, which is B. It does it automatically even if you have a green signal, so make sure to do that. So now, as we approach Apsley, And yep, that's all. And then that is literally it until you get up to Bletchley. So I'll see you guys at Bletchley. You guys can enjoy the ride until then. Welcome back everyone, hope you enjoyed the time lapse from Watford Junction or / Kinslanley / Apsley / Berkhamsted up to Bletchley, and now all you really need to do is just keep it at where it is, and I'll tell you what to do once we approach Bletchley carriage sidings. My chair is very squeaky, so very sorry if you can hear that. But you know, it's been quite a peaceful run. I really like this route. It's quite fun once you have literally most of the layers that you do need. But yeah, as we now approach Bletchley, once we get to Bletchley carriage sidings, put it into brake step 1, and then you can flick it in between brake step 2 and 3/1 as well. So passing Bletchley carriage sidings now, once we start to tilt, once you see the 350 stationary, put it into brake step 1. We will get AWS, but not at the next signal. After this signal, then we will have AWS. And so that means we must follow real life protocol procedure, slow it down to about 55/60 to 45 miles per hour after the double yellow. So there we go. We will have that fin do it again twice, because there are 2 AWS magnets between this signal and the other signal. So put it into brake step 2 now. Try to slow it down to about 60 to 40 miles per hour for real life protocol procedure. As you can see, the next signal yellow, the single yellow. If I said signal, I'm sorry about that. There's a 350 at a red. So yeah, we will shortly be arriving at Milton Keynes Central. Put it into off here, because you know, once you see those lights and once you get to this bridge here, you are very close to it, but I kind of overslowed a bit, so I thought I might as well just put it into off. As you can see the light there, that means we are fully approaching Milton Keynes Central. There's a 350 departing. So stopping at the 9 to 12 car marker, which is right at the end once again. Here we are. Reverse into neutral. Set the DRA as well, because we are at a red signal. And yeah, that is literally it for today's route learning video. All we have to do is just close the doors, even though in real life we'd have to keep it open because we are at a red signal. But anyway, yeah, that is literally it for today's route learning video. If you enjoyed, please make sure to stay passionate, stay positive, stay safe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. Thank you for watching once again.